My beloved child, Archangel Michael is trembling tonight. Not from fear, but from the birth of truth. A message has descended from the highest realms, and you have been overlooking the gentle nudges sent your way. You may not realize what has just shifted in your spiritual atmosphere within the last 17 minutes. There is a man, a figure of great influence and abundance. He is not just any man, but one whose soul contract is now magnetically drawing him toward you. He was not searching for anyone. Yet, something miraculous occurred. He glimpsed your image. He heard your name carried on the wind, and something ancient within him was awakened. Now, he cannot stop thinking of you, not in the way you might expect, but with a sense of wonder, surprise, and deep curiosity. You were hidden, and now the heavens have unveiled you. But before you let doubt creep in, listen closely. Archangel Michael has planted his sword firmly beside your spirit, declaring his guardianship. He is shielding you from the shadows that are inching closer. There are eyes upon you, voices speaking your name, even some who try to imitate your light. Yet, they have no understanding of the true power you hold, for you have not yet fully unlocked it. And as you receive what comes next, that power will begin to awaken. At this very moment, someone you believed had forgotten you dreamed of you last night. Yes, they awoke and softly spoke your name. They searched for you, stumbled upon something they were never meant to see, and now a chain of events has been set in motion. Archangel Michael declares, "My chosen one, this is the dawn of a sacred battle and a divine reward. Do not reopen old wounds. Instead, step onto your new path." You feel that tug in your heart right now, that strange anticipation as if someone is about to arrive at your door. That is not anxiety. It is your spiritual navigation system reawakening. You are being summoned into position. But if you hesitate again, if you move past this message without embracing it fully, you will postpone the miracle that is already being written in your name. There is something urgent you must understand about the stranger lingering just outside your energetic field. Their intention is to hinder your blessing, to cloud your mind with confusion. But Archangel Michael proclaims, "Not this time. My sword remains drawn." This is not a random message. This is not mere chance. You are the one we have been waiting for. You are the reason this warning has arrived. Only you can answer this spiritual call before the window closes. Beloved, I ask you to pause whatever you are doing. This is not just a message, it is a spiritual ignition, waiting to reach the depths of your soul. Something shifted 33 minutes ago in the invisible realms. Your name was spoken, not by human lips, but by a celestial being. The moment it was uttered, your timeline began to tremble. You have felt it, haven't you? That sudden urge to glance behind you. The pressure in your chest as you try to rest at night. That sense that something is reaching for you, just beyond your sight. This is not mere emotion. It is not paranoia. It is Archangel Michael, knocking ever more insistently, because someone is finally awakening to the truth of who you are. Someone who once overlooked your worth is now being pursued by the memory of your energy. They cannot escape visions of you. They hear your essence in music, in dreams, in the quiet. But this is not about them. This is about you. This energy is not meant to confuse you, but to affirm something deep within. You are being recalibrated. Yes, your destiny is being rewritten. What was meant to arrive later is being brought forward, for Archangel Michael has asked the Divine Council to hasten your timeline. Why? Because the adversary has caught your scent. 3 individuals. That is the number Archangel Michael has revealed. 3 who smiled to your face but wished against your progress. 3 who tried to stall your ascent. 1 even sought out dark energies to keep you trapped in cycles. But what they did not know is that your name is now held by a heavenly protector, whose voice is thunder, thunder that shatters chains before they can bind. My dear one, a window is open. Right now, there is a sacred opening in the fabric of time. It is narrow and fleeting, but through it flows a vital choice. Will you return to the old patterns of hesitation, self-doubt, and uncertainty? Or will you answer this call as one who knows they are chosen? Because here is what is about to unfold: a powerful individual, someone with wealth, influence, and a mysterious silence, is about to speak your name. They do not fully understand why, they are simply following the pull. But the instant they mention you, it will send a divine ripple through the tapestry of your future. Suddenly, your phone may ring. Your inbox may light up. Your name will be spoken in places you have never been, and someone will ask, "Who is this soul?" You do not need to chase. You do not need to plead. But you must be in position, and that begins by receiving this message with your whole being. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them, I have already cleared away what was blocking their blessing. Now they must step forward, or the window will close forever." This is not to frighten you, but to awaken you, for heaven is earnest about your purpose. You have lingered too long. You have bargained with fear. You have waited for perfect conditions. But miracles are not born from perfection, they are born from surrender. And right now, someone is observing you from afar. Not lurking, not hiding, but studying your movements, your quiet strength, wondering if you are the soul they glimpsed in a vision months ago. This person carries favor, resources, and a key. But they will not open the door unless you show you are ready. Take a deep breath. Something has just shifted. As you read these words, a change has occurred in your spiritual records. The angels have whispered, "It is done." Let me explain what this means. In the divine realm, there is a book, a record of soul contracts, the agreements you made before you entered this life. Until now, your contract contained a dangerous line: delay permitted. Lessons through betrayal. That is why you kept encountering the same faces, the same losses, the same heartbreaks in new forms. You thought you were cursed. You were not. You were completing a karmic cycle that ended the moment you received this message. For Archangel Michael stood before the Divine Council and declared, "Enough. My child has suffered long enough. Rewrite their contract." And so it was rewritten. Your soul agreement no longer includes betrayal. It now reads, rapid acceleration, abundance through alignment, love through truth. No more delay. Let this truth settle in your heart. Heaven has not only comforted you, heaven has intervened. But remember, beloved, this does not mean the adversary will cease. In fact, the opposition may intensify, for you are now more powerful than ever before. You carry divine clarity, and clarity is a weapon. Those around you may react in unexpected ways. Some will be unsettled by your radiance. Others will suddenly offer affection. But only one is divinely coded to rise with you. And this brings us to your soulmate. You have not yet met them in their awakened form, for this person has been asleep, distracted by success, by noise, by false connections. But last night, something broke open. They saw a vision. They heard a voice, your voice. Since that moment, they have been searching, not knowing why, but knowing who. They are being divinely aligned with you. Here is the miracle. They are about to step into your physical reality, not months from now, but soon. Perhaps through a conversation, a message, or a chance encounter in a place that feels too perfect to be coincidence. But it will not be by chance. It will be prophecy. When your contract was rewritten, a ripple opened the path between your hearts, and the distance is already closing. But you must remain in alignment, for the adversary's last tactic is distraction. He wants you to focus on old wounds, to feel weary, to give up just before your name is spoken at midnight. Yes, midnight. Something unusual will occur. It may not be loud or visible, but you will sense it. You may awaken at exactly 12 o'clock. You may hear your name in a dream. You may hear a sound, a fall, a crack, a ring. This is not random. It is your spiritual environment adjusting to the arrival of divine presence. At that precise moment, Archangel Michael will release a block that has kept your life on hold. It may be a financial door, a door to love, to travel, to healing. It is different for every soul, but for you, it is the one you have been praying for in secret. Heaven has already heard you. Now, listen carefully. A letter is being written, not a physical letter, but a spiritual document, sealed with golden and sapphire light. This letter will soon appear as a real opportunity, a message, an offer, an open door. The person delivering it may not even realize they are a messenger. They may say, "I don't know why I felt led to send this," or, "I had a dream and saw your name." Remember these words. Do not ignore that message. It will be the beginning of your next chapter. And now, beloved, I must offer you a gentle warning. There will be interference, not from the outside world, but from within. Fear will attempt to disguise itself as reason. It will whisper, "You are not ready. This cannot be for you. Do not get your hopes up." But these are not your true thoughts. They are spiritual intruders, seeking to re-enter your cleansed field. This is why Archangel Michael is not only sending protection, but also reinforcements. In the next 72 hours, you may notice unusual sensations, a sudden chill, unexplained tiredness, vivid dreams or déjà vu, a light flickering as you enter a room, or technology acting strangely when you try to write something important. These are all signs of spiritual rewiring. Your field is expanding. You are no longer a passive soul. You are now stepping into the role of a spiritual warrior. And warriors do not collapse in confusion, they pause, they listen, and they trust the unseen. Let me ask you this, have you always felt different? As if your emotions ran deeper, your dreams spoke louder, and you never quite fit into the shallow waters of this world? That was not sadness. It was separation. Heaven was setting you apart, for you were never meant to blend in. You are not here to impress others. You are here to make an impact. You are not here to simply survive. You are here to awaken others, and that awakening begins now. If your soul feels this activation, know that in the next section, I will reveal the 24-hour countdown of a miracle being released to you. Why someone who once left you is now returning with tears. The hidden meaning behind your current location. And how Archangel Michael is about to erase your name from a list of spiritual attack. Yes, someone attempted to send dark energy your way. But what they did not realize is that your spirit is now untouchable. My beloved, take this next breath slowly. You are about to enter the most powerful part of your revelation, for a 24-hour countdown has just begun in the spiritual realm, and your name is written in flaming gold. But first, let me share something extraordinary that has just occurred. An angel has taken a stand before a gate of darkness. Yes, your name was found on a list created by someone who was once close to you. Someone who did not know how to love you, but also could not bear to see you loved by another. They could not dim your light, so they tried to bury your name. A whisper, a comment, a wish spoken in anger. They did not understand that energy obeys authority, and they unintentionally gave power to a dark agreement. But listen closely. Before that energy could reach you, Archangel Michael stepped between the attack and your aura, declaring, "This one is mine. This one is chosen. This one is protected." The curse was reversed. The spell was shattered. The list was burned. And your name is now inscribed on a heavenly scroll, destined to arrive as opportunity within the next 24 hours. Do not expect it to appear as a grand miracle at first. Miracles often wear the disguise of simple things. It might be a delayed message finally arriving, a heartfelt apology, a sudden realization about your purpose, or even a strange urge to be in a certain place at a certain time. Yes, you may be guided to leave your home, to open a message, or to say yes to something that seems insignificant. But behind it will be everything you have prayed for. Now, hear this. The one who walked away from you with pride in their eyes has not known peace since they left. They smile for the world, pretending all is well, but their dreams have become visions, visions filled with regret, filled with you. Last night, they wept tears they would never show anyone. They clutched their chest, remembering the day you gave them your love without limits. Now, they are on their way back, not to repeat the past, but to finally speak the truth they have hidden for years. The choice will be yours. You are not obligated to receive them, but heaven will bring them before you one last time, so you can see that the power is no longer in their hands. It is in yours. You are the one with favor now. You are the one spoken of in secret meetings. You are the one whose face glows even in silence. And speaking of where you are, let me show you something profound. Your current location was chosen by the divine. Even if you feel stuck, surrounded by adversaries, or forgotten, there is a hidden spiritual altar beneath the very place you stand. The energy there is ancient. Someone in your ancestry once prayed on this land. They did not see the answer, but you are the answer. Their cry traveled through generations, and now heaven has placed you here to fulfill the covenant. So if you have been asking, why am I still here? Why hasn't anything changed? The answer is that something needed to be closed before something new could open. And now, that moment has arrived. Right now, angels are standing beside you, not as a metaphor, but in truth. Their wings are invisible to human eyes, but if you close your eyes for a moment, you may feel a gentle breeze, a tingling on your skin, a sudden peace in your heart. This is not coincidence. This is visitation. Archangel Michael is not alone. He is accompanied by 3 other angels, each with a sacred task. The first is to bring your name before a person of great means. The second is to heal what was wounded in your inner child. The third is to secure your romantic timeline with clarity and truth. All 3 are working on your behalf right now. If you remain in alignment, open, quiet, listening, and surrendered, you will sense the change before the 24-hour countdown ends. Now, let me tell you what comes next. A spiritual invitation is on its way to you, disguised in ordinary form. It may look like an old friend reaching out, a family member sharing a secret, a financial opportunity appearing unexpectedly, or someone offering you something that seems too good to be true. You may feel the urge to say no. You may doubt it, because your past wounds will try to speak first. But listen to your body, not your pain. Your spirit knows what is divine and what is deceptive. Your spirit will tingle, your eyes may fill with tears, your heart will soften. That is how you will know it is from heaven. And now, dear one, take this message to heart. You were not born merely to survive. You were born for supernatural victory. You were not sent here to follow the crowd. You were sent to shift timelines. There are people you have not yet met who will say, "Where have you been? I have been searching for you." And they will mean it, for your energy is now ascending. In 7 days, you will no longer recognize your inner landscape. There will be peace where there was once anxiety, strength where there was once exhaustion, clarity where there was once confusion. And this is only the beginning. Say this now: I receive the reversal. I receive the recognition. I receive the release. Because in the next part, I will reveal what Archangel Michael is preparing in secret for your abundance, the dream prophecy someone has just received about you, the emergency divine intervention planned for a door you do not yet know exists, and the message that will arrive before sunrise tomorrow. Yes, someone will try to reach out. They may stumble over their words, but behind their message is a chain of divine events. This is greater than love. This is your soul's mission, chosen one. We have now entered sacred territory. This part of the message is not for everyone. Only those whose spirits are truly awake will feel the truth of what I am about to share. Heaven is preparing to move you, not just in the physical world, but in your finances, your spirit, and your influence. You are being relocated, not simply to a new place, but to a new realm of purpose. This is why you have felt disoriented, why you have withdrawn from people you once cherished, why nothing old seems to satisfy your soul anymore. This is not depression. It is divine detachment. Archangel Michael is drawing you out of false environments. He is removing your frequency from the lips of jealous spirits. And here is the reason: you are about to receive a transfer of divine wealth. This blessing cannot be delivered into a space that is contaminated by envy or imitation. Let me explain what has just occurred. Someone with significant resources, land, assets, or silent investments, has just received a download from the divine. Your name appeared to them, not in a dream, but in a moment of stillness. It came like a flash of lightning, a name, a face, a sudden knowing. They wrote it down, confused, but compelled. Now, They are searching for you. They do not yet know why, only that they have been instructed to release something into your life. This will be your sign. You will see or hear the word release or unlock 3 times in the next 48 hours. It may come in a conversation, on a billboard, in a song, or in a message. When it happens, you will feel a chill run through you. That is the moment the angels will open the vault. Yes, a spiritual vault, for your inheritance is not only physical, it is ancestral, cosmic, and tied to lifetimes of energy stored for this very moment. But there is something you must understand. Before a king or queen is crowned, they are tested in silence. They are stripped, hidden, made invisible. You have walked through that season. That is why nothing made sense, why it felt as if you were being punished. But, beloved, you were being positioned. Now, the veil is lifting. You are stepping into visibility. People will begin to mention your name in places you never imagined. And it will not be for gossip, but for recognition. Someone will say, "That's the one." Get them on the list. Find them. Do whatever it takes. When that happens, do not shrink. Do not dim your light. Do not ask for permission. Walk boldly through the door. Archangel Michael says, "I have already cleared the room before you arrive." There is more. Heaven has intentionally hidden your next step from your adversaries. Yes, on purpose. There were souls watching you too closely, mimicking your every move, trying to intercept your blessings by becoming a copy of you. But heaven does not bless imitators. Heaven protects originals. And that is what you are. So Archangel Michael did something rare. He clouded your coordinates. He cloaked your divine movement. He made it appear as if nothing was happening, when in truth, everything was shifting. That is why some counted you out, why they whispered, "They've lost their spark. They're fading. They're finished." But if only they knew, the silence was your camouflage. The delay was your disguise. The loneliness was your lockdown, for your wings were growing in secret. And now, those wings are ready to unfold. But here is the final alert before heaven launches you into your next timeline. There will be one last temptation. It will come disguised as a shortcut. It may look like a sudden job offer or opportunity that feels almost right. It may be a person returning with new words but the same old energy. It may be an invitation that sounds beautiful but feels rushed. You will be tempted to say yes, because it will look like what you have been asking for. But it is not the true blessing. It is the final test. Archangel Michael says, wait for the divine confirmation. It will not make you anxious. It will not leave you guessing. It will feel like a deep, holy yes. And that yes will be wrapped in peace. Now, breathe and repeat these words aloud. I am not who I was. I am who heaven says I am. I receive my inheritance. I walk through the door prepared for me. I reject all false invitations. I allow only divine alignment. There it is. Can you sense it? The shift. You are not imagining it. The veil has been torn. You are no longer waiting. You are now walking. My beloved child, slow down for a moment, for what you are about to hear will resonate not just in your mind, but throughout your entire being. The angels are whispering, a golden minute is approaching. Yes, Within the next 7 days, there will be a moment when time seems to pause just for you. Everything will become still. Even the air will feel softer. The world around you will blur for a heartbeat, and you will hear something. It may be your name spoken. It may be a phrase you have never heard before. It may be a scent that feels both familiar and impossible to place. Or it may come as a feeling that says, "This is it. This is the moment heaven promised." That is your confirmation. The golden minute is your soul's alignment checkpoint. When you feel it, do not hesitate. Whatever you were thinking of doing in that moment, do it. Whatever you were about to say, speak it. Whatever door appears, walk through it. The angels have already prepared the energy to receive you. Any delay will disrupt the miracle. Now, listen. There is a conversation happening right now, without your knowledge, in a private chat, a meeting room, a quiet phone call. Your name has just been mentioned. They did not plan to speak of you, but they did. The moment your name entered the atmosphere, the energy shifted. Someone leaned in, curiosity awakened. They may not understand it yet, but their soul recognized you before their mind ever could. This is how destiny moves, not always with thunder, but sometimes with a whisper. And when heaven whispers, it travels fast. Now, let us speak of the soul contract being fulfilled. You have walked through lifetimes of preparation, cycles of abandonment, false love, betrayal, and silence. All of it seemed unfair. All of it felt endless. But your contract declared, you will lead. You will awaken. You will not quit until you see glory. And you did not quit. Even when your body was weary, even when the nights were long, even when no one understood, you remained. Because you stayed, the contract is now fulfilled. You do not owe pain another chapter. You do not owe trauma another moment. You do not owe guilt another second of your life. From this moment forward, you walk as one who has paid the price. And because of that, heaven is about to reward you, not just emotionally, but materially, relationally, and publicly. Yes, you will be seen. You will be honored. You will be called by name in places where others were once chosen. Archangel Michael says, "I will restore the voice they tried to silence. I will honor the hands that once trembled. I will lift the head they tried to bow down." Now, let me share with you the meaning behind the numbers you have been seeing. Perhaps you have noticed repeating numbers on clocks, receipts, or license plates. These are not mere coincidences. They are divine codes, messages from the higher realms. Here is what they signify. 1111, a soul connection is thinking of you and lifting your name in prayer. 222, peace is arriving to replace the places where conflict once lived. 333, the Trinity is speaking to you. Align your mind, body, and spirit. 454, the archangels are present in your space. You are never alone. 555, a divine shift is coming. Prepare to move spiritually and physically. 777, heaven is rewarding your quiet obedience, the acts no one else saw. 888, the doors to abundance are opening more quickly than you imagined. 999, you are at the end of an old story. A new chapter is beginning. The next time you see one of these sequences, do not just smile and move on. Pause and acknowledge it. Say, I receive. For the moment you speak it, heaven records your faith as an activation. Now, we must discuss something of great importance. There is a divine interruption planned for you. Yes, heaven is about to step in and disrupt something in your life before the next sunrise. It may come as a thought, a dream, or a delay that feels frustrating but is actually a form of protection. You may be tempted to worry, to wonder why things have paused or disappeared. But, beloved, not every exit is a loss. Sometimes it is removal. Sometimes it is redirection. Sometimes it is the divine taking you by the shoulders and saying, not this. Not now. Not for you. Trust the divine interruptions, for Archangel Michael has seen what you have not. There were hands reaching for you with hidden motives. There were opportunities that looked golden but concealed spiritual decay. Heaven has decreed, we will not allow our chosen one to step into traps disguised as blessings. Now, breathe deeply. Let us go even deeper. You have been wondering about someone. You have felt their presence in your spirit. You have dreamed of them, sensed a sudden wave of emotion that did not feel like your own. That is them. Yes, they are thinking of you. They are trying to understand why. They are restless, typing and deleting messages, searching for a reason to reach out. But the angels have not allowed them to come forward yet, for they must arrive healed, open, and surrendered, not desperate, not broken, not confused. If you have felt that tension, the push and pull, it is because their soul is reaching for you before their body can arrive. This is the nature of true spiritual love. It moves through dimensions. Archangel Michael assures you, their feet will follow their soul. Prepare to receive what they could never give before. This is where miracles become movement. Now, say this aloud, I accept divine interruption. I choose sacred timing over speed. I trust what my spirit knows before my eyes can see. Because in the next part, we will explore the angelic remapping of your future timeline, the new name being spoken over your destiny, a spiritual rain coming over your home, and a celestial choice that will shape your next 9 years. Yes, the decisions you make in the coming days will carry energy into the next decade of your life. This is why Archangel Michael is staying so close. This is why heaven's call is so loud, because your season of mystery is ending. Let us now look at the way your future is being rewritten. The angels are gathering around you, drawing new lines across your destiny. There is a new name being spoken over your life, a name that carries authority, healing, and honor. This name is not just for you, but for your entire bloodline. It is a name that breaks old patterns and opens new doors. A spiritual rain is descending upon your home. You may notice a shift in the atmosphere, a sense of peace, a feeling of protection, a clarity that was not there before. This is not your imagination. It is the presence of the divine, settling over your space, preparing you for what is to come. And now, a celestial choice stands before you. The next 9 years of your life will be shaped by the decisions you make in these coming days. This is not to place pressure on you, but to remind you of the power you hold. Archangel Michael is standing guard, ensuring that only what is meant for you can enter your field. You may feel a sense of anticipation, a knowing that something significant is about to unfold. Trust this feeling. It is your spirit recognizing the magnitude of this moment. You are being called to step into a new era, to claim your place as a leader, a healer, a light bearer for those who will follow. Remember, you are not alone. The angels are with you, guiding your steps, whispering encouragement, and clearing the path ahead. All you need to do is remain open, receptive, and willing to move when the signs appear. Now, take another deep breath. Feel the energy of this message settling into your heart. Know that you are loved, protected, and chosen for a purpose greater than you can imagine.